So hi everyone, this side Bhavya Taneja from Myprepway. I hope you all are doing very good. और आज की वीडियो में I have with me Harshita Goel, who is from IIM Jammu, and आज की वीडियो में we'll be talking in depth about IIM Jammu. So I get a lot of questions regarding IIM Jammu. So I thought that why not we can have a person who is already studying there, and then we can learn something from them, and we can clear out our doubts from that person. So I invited Harshita. Harshita is also with us. She is making videos on our channel also, so you can go check out the other videos that she has made. She has made one video recently, and I'll post the link of that in the description. You can watch that one also. So आज की video will be candid conversation regarding IIM Jammu, and we'll be talking to Harshita, and we'll also know her story. So I would like to not waste a lot of time, and we can start with the conversation. So the first question that I have for Harshita is, first of all, you can introduce yourself to all the audience and to all the viewers.
Hello everyone, I am Harshita Goel, second year IPM student at IIM Jammu, and I am coming from the rich heritage city Gwalior. I studied in Delhi Public School Gwalior and had commerce in my +2, and I also competed yoga till states level and also earned A certificate in NCC. And in IIM Jammu, I'm a part of cultural committee.
Okay, great. So can we talk a little about your journey of getting into IIM Jammu? Like, how did you end up in IIM Jammu? What were your aspirations when you were in class 12? And what were you thinking ki, you must have a plan ki mujhe aise karna hai. But then how did you land up in IIM Jammu? So you can talk a little about that.
So when I was in class 12th, I really didn't know much about IPMAT or JIPMAT or any such sorts thing that IIM provides a 5-year IPM program. I got to know it from one of my friend who was also preparing for this, and he really induced me to join this IPMAT and prepare for it. That it is a course which provide 3-year BBA and 2-year MBA together from an IIM. So I started preparing for JIPMAT and IPMAT, both of them, in January. So my initial aim was to crack IPMAT, which couldn't happen anyway. That is why here I'm in IIM Jammu.
Okay, and do you feel because most of the people aim for IPMAT Indore या Rohtak, and then they have the second preference जिसके अंदर JIPMAT होता है, IIM Jammu and बोल गया, because IIMs, even though they are IIMs and they carry that prestigious IIM tag, but somehow people feel that IIM Jammu and Bodh Gaya, they are a bit of a newer IIM, so people are a little hesitant towards IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Jammu, and they might prefer normal graduation from some other DU college. What is your take on this thing? Like, should you go for IIM Jammu because you are in IIM Jammu, so you know about it? So what's your take on this?
So first of all, doing BBA from any other college and from an IIM makes a lot of difference. See, from an IIM, you get a branded IIM tag. Like for doing your undergrad from an IIM is a big thing. And after that, you must have plans to do MBA. Like most of us have plans to do MBA. So after clearing IPMAT, you can, without giving any CAT exam, you are already in an IIM. You will get the MBA without giving any CAT exam or without giving any interview. And the third one, like for JIPMAT, for IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu, there's no interview after that. Like because many children lag behind in IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak's interview. They cleared the cutoff, but they could not clear the interview.
Right. If someone is preparing for IPMAT, so you would recommend giving JIPMAT also and trying for IIM Jammu and Bodh Gaya, because it is, I also get that it is not possible for everyone to get into IIM Indore or Rohtak for that matter. So I also think that IIM Jammu and IIM Bodh Gaya through JIPMAT, they can be a real good safety net for everyone out there. And I also urge everyone that they should give JIPMAT. And coming to that question, ki matlab graduation from a normal college like DU college and IIM Jammu se, IIM Bodh Gaya se. So I also feel that एक IIM से graduation करना is a completely different thing. I have also talked about this in a lot of my videos, and what I feel is that IIM से अगर आप graduation करते हो, so उसके अंदर you get into the IIM culture a lot earlier, and you get to know like how the process works in IIMs, and you are already well prepared for the MBA part also. And as you said कि without giving CAT, you are already having a safety net that you are going to do your MBA from an IIM, and even if you want to give CAT after 3 years, I think in IIM Jammu also you have that option to appear for CAT and go for some other IIM.
Yeah, there's the exit option after 3 years.
Right,
you can
right,
exit
right.
after that.
So fine, let's move to the next question. That is, how is life at IIM Jammu? Like, how is a typical day? Do you guys enjoy what you guys do? And how is the campus? So can you shed a little light upon that?
Yeah. So in the initial days, life here at IIM Jammu was really rigorous. Like we had classes from 8 to 7. And after that, we were really exhausted after this whole hectic day. And like, it was like very hectic that time. But, like now we are habitual to this environment. We are habitual to this atmosphere. So even after these many classes, we all go out and we play sports, we go to gym and all these committee meetings, cultural committee, like I'm a part of that. So we also arrange many competitions, many events so that they act as a stress reliever over there.
Right. So I was talking actually about this only. So even in IIM Rohtak, I am in the first year of MBA now. So, I have completed my 3 years of graduation, like IPM ka jo graduation part hota hai. Now I have been promoted to the PGP, that is postgraduate program. So I am in the first year. And even I felt that it is really rigorous and it is really hectic also for a few people. मतलब कुछ लोग कह सकते हैं that it is really hectic. But, coming from that IPM background, that when you do your graduation also in the first 3 years from an IIM, so you are already a bit prepared and you know that how things work. So that shift is not as drastic as some other people might feel. That's, another reason why I feel that having, doing your graduation from an IIM is also a good thing. So next question pe jaate hain. Next is, how is the subjects and faculty? So like, what kind of subjects have you studied till now? And like you said, the classes, so you had काफी rigorous thing. There were a lot of classes like from morning to evening. But what is the typical schedule? एक दिन में कितनी classes होती हैं? What kind of subjects do you read? How is the faculty there?
Okay, so in the first and second semester, we had 10 subjects. Right now, like I am in semester 3 and we have 9 subjects, and the subjects are very diverse. They're very holistic. We have economics, accounts. In fact, we have law, history, geography, and we also have course for dancing, which is like performing arts, in which we used to learn Kathak.
Okay.
It was in our second semester. And about faculty here is, like very supportive. Even after the classroom hours, if you meet them outside, they're really always there to help you, there to support you and mentor you. So
Right.
that's what a student might need always from a faculty.
Okay, and coming to this point, like we are talking about the curriculum, तो कुछ लोग होते हैं जो कि साइंस बैकग्राउंड से होते हैं या आर्ट्स से होते हैं, ठीक है, and they fear that accountancy, eco, like if these kind of subjects are being taught in IPM, I know apart from these also other topics are taught, but these are a part of the curriculum. So do you feel that it is really difficult for the science students or students from any other stream to get into IPM, yeah, to survive in the IPM program? What is your take? Personally, what I feel is that it is not that difficult because IIM Rohtak ke andar bhi the faculties are really supportive and you can get through it. But what's your take in IIM Jammu?
In the initial days when we came here, we had these preparatory classes to bring us on pace with the commerce student. So if you are from a PCB background or PCMB background, they take these preparatory classes of accounts and economics so that you just can know the basics about these accounts subject, which you might not have exposure to.
Fine. So ये question था that about IIM Jammu, that is it worth it or not, or that we have covered earlier only in the starting. So I think that इसका conclusion हमारे लिए तो यही निकल के आता है that yes, it is worth it, and the kind of holistic development that you get in the first 3 years, that is really important, and that would act as a base for your MBA. So I also recommend that doing an IPM from IIM Jammu Bodhgaya is worth it. And coming to the next one, that what are the placements like if you continue your IIM journey here only, like after 3 years also you continue your MBA from IIM Jammu? So what kind of placements can you expect from IIM Jammu?
This year MBA placement, like of 21 to 23 batch, was highest package was 64 lakhs per annum. This was domestic package, and the average package was 16.43 lakh per annum.
Right. So I feel that and what kind of fee structure is there for the 5 years? Like total mein, how much do you spend on keeping in mind the tuition fees and the other expenses?
It's around 35 to 40 lakhs minimum. And after that, we have other expenses. For example, the mess fee that is not included in the tuition fee.
Okay. So basically 35 to 40 lakhs is the tuition fees and it includes the hostel fees also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now a lot of viewers who will be watching this video, they'll have this question that, what about the ROI? We are spending a lot. We are spending around 35 lakh rupees for the full 5-year program. And if you expect a salary, say of 15 to 20 lakhs, okay, so that would, you can fetch out and you can clear the loan in a few years. But what do you suggest, that if someone is really financially stable, then only should they go for the IPM program? Or do you feel that, it's worth it to take a loan for the IPM program and then go for IIM Jammu or Bodhgaya? You can be honest here, and I'll just like to know what your thoughts are. Then I can also add a few points.
So I think that IPM is surely worth it. Like even if you're not financially stable, you can take a loan. You can avail a 100% loan, and the loan's burden will not be on your parents. It will be on you, and that will start after you start earning. So you can easily repay your loan in a few months or in a few years. So I think that's definitely worth it.
Right. So I would also go with this only, that being in a good IIM gives you good opportunities opportunities after completing your MBA. And even if you are going into the corporate world at a salary of 16 to 20 lakh, even in this range, if you enter, and from there on, you start working hard, developing, and you work on your skills and switch a few jobs, I think that you can land a pretty decent job in a few years, and you can have a good life. So it is worth taking that risk and taking that loan for the IPM program. And I would also say that obviously the first preferences should be IIM Indore, Rohtak, because those rank above. But I feel that IIM Jammu and Bodhgaya are also coming up, and they are catching up. Okay. So by the time, if you enter right now also in the first year, by the time you will exit, like after 5 years, so the rankings would be completely different. And we are seeing that, already the packages are good enough for a newer IIM. And any last message that you want to give to the aspirants, like JIPMAT के लिए जो तैयारी कर रहे हैं, what kind of things do they should keep in mind if they're preparing for JIPMAT, and like about that?
So I'd suggest that JIPMAT is comparatively easier than IPMAT. So what you can do is basically you'll have a lot of time in JIPMAT. You should focus more on accuracy of the questions. The questions should be correct, which you are doing, and you should also focus on time management, because time hoga, but obviously you cannot just spend every 1 hour on one question. ऐसा तो नहीं कर सकते. I'd suggest that you should just focus on accuracy. And as our director says that IIM Jammu is not a baby IIM anymore. So yeah.
Okay. So अब इसके अंदर if someone is preparing for IIM Indore, Rohtak, if they are keeping that benchmark, do they need to do anything extra for JIPMAT, or is it sufficient to prepare at that level, like for IIM Indore, Rohtak, and then just give the JIPMAT exam, and you can hope to clear the JIPMAT exam also? Like, do you feel that there's some difference, like complete difference in the pattern of JIPMAT and IPMAT?
I don't think there's any difference between them. It's just that JIPMAT includes LR section, so it's just that. Apart from that, there's no difference from IPMAT.
Okay. And before going, I had one question in mind, which I also wanted to know personally, like about your batchmates and the kind of students are in your batch. So what would you like to say about that? Like, what kind of diversity is there, like the gender ratio, plus how many states say students I have in your batch, and like what is the culture like? Can you talk a little about that? How many friends do you have from different states? Because I personally have a lot of friends from different states. As in IIM Rohtak, we have students from all over India, and even in our college the gender ratio is like 60-40. It's more dominant towards girls. So like that is what is in IIM Rohtak. So I would like to know about IIM Jammu also.
My batchmates, like I cannot count the number of friends, because I'm friends with all of the batch. People are from very diverse backgrounds. Like there's a whole different communities of South Indian people, and we learned a lot about their cultures, a lot about their values, the South Indian people, their food, their festivals. And over here we celebrate so many South Indian festivals. So yeah, we learn a lot about them. And about the gender ratio, gender diversity in IIM Jammu, as girls used to get some extra advantage in these first two JIPMAT years. The ratio is 80-20. But I think in the coming years, as the advantage for girls is reduced, I think there will be more number of boys, and it will come towards an equilibrium.
Okay, so right now the ratio is 80-20, like 80 girls to 20 boys. That is the
girls,
ratio.
Yeah, it's dominated towards girls.
Right. So like I think that is happening in a lot of IIMs. So especially girls, they must apply for JIPMAT, IPMAT. They have preference in these exams, and they should fetch that. Uske liye, matlab, they can work, and I feel that girls have a lot higher chances of cracking these exams than boys, especially because of the gender ratio. But still, I would like to thank you for coming in this video and sharing your experience. At the end, if you want to add just a few more lines for everyone who's watching, so a last final message from your end.
So thank you so much for having me on board, and I'd suggest that you focus equally on your class 12th and equally on the JIPMAT or IPMAT, and it will be really good if you clear any of the JIPMAT or IPMAT exam. They land you in one of the IIMs for doing your undergrad.
So thank you so much. Thank you, Arshita. I am glad to have you on the channel. And I feel that the viewers जिन्होंने वीडियो देखी उनको जो उनके डाउट्स होंगे regarding IIM Jammu वो कुछ clear हुए होंगे. And if you guys like the video, then please drop a like below. Give your comments regarding the video. If you have any doubts, please ask. Both I and Harshita would answer them, and we will try to help you guys out. And do share the video with all the other aspirants who are aiming to join IIM Jammu or some other IIM, and they are preparing for IPMAT or JIPMAT. So that is all from my side, and signing off. off. So at the end, I would just like to say one thing, that you can visit our website and you can also call on a number if you're preparing for your IPMAT or JIPMAT exam after class 12. And all our live courses and our recorded courses and all our other offerings, including our mock test books, are available on our website. So do go through it. And that is all for today's video. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye. Thank you.